Alright, well this video is going to be the first video of a new project that I've just in process of completing. This is a custom build logging sleigh. This is the front part. What we have here is the front set of bobs for a logging sleigh that I'm going to be using in the forest this coming winter. And what it is, it's a means of pulling a small log scoot behind and bringing my tools to the woods and skidding out logs, not for long distances, but just for short distances. I'm logging in a lot of heavy timber, very large timbers, 36 to 40 inches in diameter, the base. And those logs are really too large to skid on the ground, so they're going to be loaded by means of a chain winch onto a scoot and skidded out in log length on runners. That way it pulls much easier, and I have very long skids on this job that I'm doing. So this is a runner front bob that I've designed. It has a solid wood tongue, fixed tongue, and obviously standard like tongue, a custom neck yoke for it. Just my regular steel eveners, and then the dashboard. So what I've done, the runners are just about 50 inches or so. And as you can see, it has a heavy drawbar, and that drawbar attaches directly to the scoot, which is has an overall length of approximately 10 and a half, 11 feet, and is designed to carry logs. It has log bunks and a winch, chain winch on it for loading logs. And it's over, actually it's not here, it's over at the other place. But the next video will show them with the horses on it and hooked up and everything. So this is what I have in designed to carry all of my gear back to the camp, because I have about a daily drive of about 1/4 of a mile back into the bush, and I need to bring all of my supplies with me into the bush. So I designed this dashboard as the full width of the runners, which are on 48-inch spacings, the runner track. And then so there's saw scabbards. So that's my big saw, my medium saw, and my small limbing saw, brushing off saw. Grease for gas and oil, my PV, my axe is in there. And of course, I'll have, let's see, there's my little chainsaw wrench down in there, just kind of stuck into a crack in the boards. Obviously, wedges and my tape measure and things like that, but they'll just be in my pockets. So that's a cable there. There'll be a chain, chains hanging on this center here too. So it's designed to be stood on, so you'll stand here and then drive the horses. And it's essentially no tongue weight on the tongue. The tongue is quite fixed. It's fixed, it's not a swinging tongue. And so you see there's a place here to tie the reins, and then this is just the PV just sitting here. And then this is a place on the back to hook chains. This drawbar is 3/4 inch by 4 plate, and it extends right through, bolts down right through and extends right through, and that's what we're hooked on to. So there's no danger of breaking that drawbar, I don't think. Not with my horses anyways. And then the scoot will just hook onto that behind, just the same as way you would hook on any towed thing. Or you can just throw skidding clevis hook in there, and then you can skid. Say you cut a tree down, you can skid the logs a brief distance out, you know, just unhook off, back the scoot in, or drive the scoot in where you want it, where you can kind of load, and then just hook on here briefly and jerk the log into position, then winch it on, back this up to the sleigh, hook back on, and away you go. So, yeah, so here, I'll just lift this tongue up briefly, take the prop support out of it. As you can see, this, I'm just going to lift this with 2 fingers. There's essentially, you can see that going up and down, literally 1 finger. There's almost 0 tongue weight, and when I stand on that scoot, there's 0 tongue weight on the scoot. And of course, if you hooked behind onto the scoot with a log on it, or even without a log, you know, the scoot itself weighs probably 500 pounds, and this likely weighs 500 pounds. So you got 1,000 pounds of weight just before, but of course it's running on steel runners. There's no tongue weight, so the horses don't have to support the tongue weight, which is important. If you're going to have horses hooked up for, you know, 6-8 hours a day, they don't need to be carrying a weight on their on their necks, you know. So this is a custom-made neck yoke. I had a blank. I had the wood, and I made up this custom neck yoke, made up these ends, these rings, for use with my harness. And yeah, so basically you just drive the horses up. If you're, you know, say this was out in the middle of the open, you would just drive the horses up, back them in, you know, with the neck yoke already on them. This neck yoke just comes off. So, and hook the neck yoke on, hook your traces up, and away you go. Now, normally where I'm going to be hooking up at the camp will be, I'll actually be hooking up, I'll drive this up to the barn, and then the horses will be tied up, you know, along the end wall of the stabling. And then, so of course, I'll just lead 1 horse in here, 1 horse in here, hook the lines up, hook them up to the sleigh, and away we go. So I just wanted to give you a quick little overview to show you how I organized the gear on the back here. I have all my saws, gas, soil, axe, PV, cables, chains, assorted tools. There's room on, you know, there's room for me to stand on either side, basically. You can see, or I'll try to step on that again. There's a little bit of tongue weight there now. As soon as I step on the sleigh, did you see that tongue come up? Now there is 0 tongue weight. The horses are not supporting any weight on their necks. It's completely neutral. So in normal operation, the horses will not be asked to carry the weight of anything. And that's why I wanted to do this, just to try to make it more convenient for me in the woods to have all of my equipment with me in one place, securely held, so I'm not losing things in the snow in the middle of the bush, you know, lost forever. So I'll leave it like that for now. I just got it finished yesterday, got it oiled. You can see I'm gonna let the oil soak in for another day or so, and then I'll get it out of the shop here, and I will get another video hooked onto the scoot and in use. Take care.